Welcome to Community Conversations. I'm your host, Hallie Ammons. As the Assistant Director of Government and Community Relations at Villanova University, I am excited to introduce you to the people making our community a vibrant and interesting place to be. If you have driven by campus on Lancaster Avenue recently, you likely have noticed the construction activity. Today, I will be speaking with two of Villanova's leaders about the expansion of the Center for Engineering and Education and Research, also known as SEER. This expansion is an exciting development for the College of Engineering and the university community as a whole. I'm delighted to welcome Dr. Michelle Marcolongo, Villanova's Drosdick Endowed Dean of the College of Engineering, and Mary Lou Smith, Assistant Vice President of Engineering and Construction, as well as a Villanova alum, to discuss this historic project and its implications for the Villanova community. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you for having us.
My pleasure. Dr. Marcolongo, the expansion of SEER is very significant in size and scope. Could you talk a little bit about what SEER is and what this expansion means for our students and faculty and staff?
Yes, SEER is the hub of the engineering activity on our campus, and we are looking to make SEER expand enough so that we have the entire faculty of the College of Engineering and all of the students, including our research labs and our graduate students, in one central location. So this will really be the heart of engineering on the campus of Villanova University.
This is so exciting, such an exciting project. So how will this new space be used, and what does this expansion represent in terms of academic instruction and the future of education?
Yes, this is giving us a big update and upgrade so that the College of Engineering can be really ready for the mid-century and every challenge and exciting opportunity that brings for engineering. So the new building will have state-of-the-art laboratories that will facilitate undergrad learning, hands-on learning, which is what we're really known for at Villanova, as well as facilitating the graduate studies and all of the research activities that are going on, all in one central location. So the undergrads can also participate in research, graduate students can go into the maker spaces, and we can all have one really centralized hub of kind of hanging out and being of one community.
That's great. I'm sure the students are really looking forward to all of that. Can I ask you specifically, what are some of the innovations the students are going to be using? I was reading about the Innovation Lab and 3D printers, and what is that all going to look like for them for their hands-on learning?
Yeah, for the students, we've incorporated a 2-story makerspace, which is this Innovation Lab, and it really is going to allow all the prototyping and learning and tinkering that engineers do to help learn the fundamental principles that they're getting in the classroom, also help them with their projects. So we expect dorm room startups to be coming out of that, really great senior capstone projects, and every project along the way from freshman design all through their curriculum. So this is going to be a center of building, really, for our students at the Innovation Lab.
Oh, that's excellent. And then I guess finally, what does this expansion mean for the Villanova community as a whole? Not just the College of Engineering, obviously this means a great deal for the engineering community.
Yeah, I think having the engineering curriculum and community all in one place is going to be really nice for the campus to kind of know where to go to find all the engineering activities. We will also be a resource for others on campus who want to do any kind of technical work with us, and really help us to grow our research mission, which is something that Villanova has included in the strategic plan, and the facilitation of that will be accomplished in many ways by us having these great new facilities to expand our research growth.
That's great. I'm so looking forward to seeing how this all pans out, and I'm sure that as it does, we'll be sharing these innovations and news with the community as well as it moves forward.
Yes.
So thank you so much for that. I want to turn to Mary Lou Smith, who's like I said, the Assistant Vice President of Engineering and Construction at Villanova. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
You are an alum.
I am.
Want to acknowledge that.
Yeah, 1984 grad of electrical engineering at Villanova.
So that's so exciting to have you working on this project as well for the College of Engineering.
It really is.
So thank you again. So let me start by asking you, what is the anticipated timeline for this expansion? It looks like a really big project.
It is a very large project, and we started it 2 years ago in the design phase. It is now in the construction phase. If you've been driving up Lancaster Avenue, you see a lot of activity going on, and it looks like we're building on the lawn, which we are not. It's just a stockpile area for our backfill and an area for us to do our erosion and sedimentation controls and include, stormwater management that's required for this project.
Do you want to talk a little bit about how revolutionary our stormwater management is here at Villanova? We have a world-class stormwater management team, I believe.
I do. We have Dr. Traver and Bridget Wadzuk, along with a cast of another dozen people that work on our stormwater management systems at Villanova. We have a very large, robust stormwater management system now, and this will just kind of enlarge it a little bit more and be a little bit more creative using some ideas and design from both Dr. Traver and Bridget Wadzuk. We're including that, so it's almost a living, learning lab that will be outside. So some of the stormwater management that we're including in this project will be rain gardens along Lancaster Avenue. There will be bioswales along the road from Tolentine to the church when we're going to put in sidewalks as well. And then there's going to be a weir treatment train that runs north to south from Tolentine down towards Lancaster Avenue. So it's almost like a water feature. It's going to be quite attractive. In addition to all that, we're building 3 roof gardens, and one of which will be an area that is actually a living lab, and students can go out there as well as having kind of events out there. Very small events, but events nonetheless. So we're really excited about that portion of the stormwater management systems.
That sounds, again, incredibly integrated, well-integrated building as part of its own environment. And
one of the other things that we're doing for the first time at Villanova is we are putting in rainwater harvesting systems that we will be reusing the water from these harvesting systems to use for our plumbing. So this is, gray water that we have kind of shied away from in the past, just not sure if it was, a good idea or a bad idea, but we're doing it on this project specifically because we are trying very hard to be sustainable, and this is the engineering building, so it's a great place to try this.
That's great. I want to ask a little bit about the look and feel of the building on the outside. How is it going to look? Is it going to look like the way the building does now? How is it going to be?
It is not going to look like the building looks now. We're going to improve, we feel we're going to improve the look of the exterior of the building. The new building will be a combination of stone and precast. It will have some Gothic features to it. And the stone will resemble more of the monastery feel and Tolentine versus the color of the stone that you see on the existing SEER right now. We also are going to update the windows to kind of blend the whole thing with the new addition, and we're going to put stone on the exterior on the west side on Spring Mill Road, and kind of replace some of the the bay windows along the north side of the building. So we're really trying to tie it all together like we did this all at the same time. It's a 150,000 square foot addition to the existing building. So it'll be really interesting.
It will be. That's a massive expansion, which is great. But you did mention that you're not building on the lawn, and that the lawn will be restored once construction is complete.
It'll be restored and be extremely green.
That's great. That's very exciting. And I guess my last question could be for one or both of you. I understand that the way that the classrooms and the labs will be set up will bring a new way of instruction. It's getting away from the lectures, more toward the hands-on instruction. Could one or both of you talk a little bit more about the specifics of what is a class going to look like in the new SEER building?
Yeah, we've already been adapting our classes as things have been evolving toward more active learning, and that is really a way for the faculty members to interact more frequently than the lecture style with the students while they're together. And so having this new space allows us the configuration to be able to really facilitate that kind of style of education. And also the project-based learning that we've put into place will allow us to have the space and the facilities to be able to accomplish that. So
great.
Really be a big step forward for us.
Definitely. Thank you so much. Well, I think that this is our time. I want to thank you both very much for joining me today and answering my questions. This is a very exciting project, and I know that we're all looking forward to seeing it in its completion. We'll be sharing all of the news from SEER as it moves forward. We are looking forward to next month's show as we introduce you to the individuals making news and positively impacting our shared community. For more information on the great things happening at Villanova and for ways to get involved, please visit www.villanova.edu/neighbors.